What's up, Fit Fam? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to give a full update on the knee situation that I mentioned in my last video covering the Relentless competition that I went to back in March. So the week before Relentless, I was just doing my regular deload week, getting ready for the competition, and I was training the log. When I dipped down to do the push press, I felt something dislocate in my knee. There was a very loud pop, as well as the feeling inside my knee was an immediate jolt. At the time, I was 100% sure I tore something in my knee. I have since had an MRI, and I will go over the results with you here shortly. Now, when I was push pressing this log, it wasn't a substantial amount of weight. It was about 110 pounds. I did continue with my training and I went up to 120 pounds when my knee did the exact same thing. So at that time, I called it a day. The very next day, I did get a hold of the doctor. I told them what was going on. They were also pretty certain that I tore something in my knee along the lines of maybe my medial meniscus or my MCL, LCL, right around that area. So I did set up an appointment to go see them the following week. I did go to Relentless, as you guys know, and I competed. While I was there doing the log press again, my knee dislocated once again. And at this time, I was not able to put any pressure on my leg whatsoever. So I was actually going to try and one leg the log, but I was in so much pain. I have never felt anything like this in my entire life. And when I say that my knee dislocated, that is exactly how it felt. That's how my leg acted. I would try and place my foot flat to stand on it, and it was basically like a limp noodle. It just kind of hung there. My foot was actually tilted in, so like if this is the tip of my toes, it was tilted in like this, and I just wasn't able to get the motion to turn my foot flat. It was just like a dead limb. I was carried off the platform. My boyfriend and another competitor carried me off the platform, and when I got back, getting ready to sit down, I did try to stand up, and as soon as I did that, something popped right back into place and I was standing, I was walking. I was actually able to finish the whole competition. Now, I was in quite a bit of pain. They did get me some ice. I wore my knee brace and all was kind of well to finish out the competition. It has been a couple weeks now and a lot of my immediate pain has subsided. I am very, very uncomfortable when I sleep, very uncomfortable when I drive. If I sit and go to stand up, I am limping. As far as walking, I am able to do that with only minor pain. I can go up and down steps just fine. All of that seems to be okay. It's just the sleeping and the sitting for long periods of time seems to be an issue. I have modified my training so that I'm still able to train but do things with without kind of like the plyometrics of it. So I'm slowly getting back into a push press, but I started with just strict pressing only and cleaning the log only. So I took out the push press for a couple weeks. I've just recently started adding it back in. You'll have to forgive me. I have my washer and my dryer going right now and I kind of forgot to shut them off for this video. So I just went and shut the door. So if you hear a lot of background noise, it's because the washer and dryer are going. I always forget that. I don't know why. It never dawns on me until I'm halfway through the video. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the results of my MRI. So leading up to this MRI, it was actually quite difficult for me to even get it. It took me a couple weeks, a lot of arguing, a lot of back and forth with my doctor. I actually got a referral to go to another doctor because my current doctor that did my last surgery, so my bone graft surgery, they were refusing to give me an MRI. And I have a lot of strong feelings about that. I'm actually very angry and upset with them. And I do think that they have now come around to the fact that maybe they made a mistake. But I guess that's besides the point. We'll just go over the MRI results and you guys can make your own assumptions and we'll just keep going. Okay, so moving forward on my MRI results. It says post-operative changes from the ACL reconstruction with stable partial tear involving approximately 50% of the graft. So what that means is that I have torn my ACL 50%. Now, if you guys are new here, that probably makes a lot of sense to you. But if you have been with me for a while, we know I don't have an ACL. My ACL was removed, gone, taken out, does not exist anymore for over a year. There is no ACL in my knee. It is gone, completely gone. So what does this mean? Absolutely nothing. Complete waste of time, complete waste of money. I have no words to describe the medical care that I have received the last couple weeks. Completely ridiculous. It makes me kind of want to just lose my mind, actually. So I guess we could say that my MRI was inconclusive because it's telling me that I tore something that does not exist. Yes, I addressed this with the doctor in great length. I had roughly about a 45-minute phone call with him, and it's just completely pointless. My doctor did apologize, and he said that it was probably a mistake to put a biased opinion in the MRI request. So I would have to go back through all of the videos, but I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. Since my bone graft surgery last March in 2021, I've had a lot of pain on the inside of my knee, so like the medial quad area. So when I say medial quad, so the inside of your leg is the medial part of your leg. So I've had a lot of pain right through here along my knee and up here just a little bit, and then partially down my calf. I have gone to the doctor multiple times. Every time I go for a checkup, every time I get a phone call, an email, anytime I go see a professional, I tell this to them. I say I have a lot of pain. It's causing me to not be able to lunge, or it hurts when I do this, it hurts when I do that. Please help me. Please, please, please. I'm begging for help. I've been begging for help for over a year. And they just keep sending me to physical therapy. Keep sending me. Physical therapist gets the orders from the doctor that are requesting my patella be addressed. Now the patella is on the front of your knee, right here. That is not where my pain is. I have told them this multiple times. I've explained it to them in great length. They refuse to acknowledge that my pain is not from the patella. They're telling me that the patella extends down to the medial side of my knee, which it does. I'm not disagreeing with that. If you look at the anatomy of a knee, it does extend. There are things that connect the patella to the medial side of the knee, as well as the lateral side, which is the outside. So I'm not disagreeing with that. But we've addressed the patella for a year. I am still in a tremendous amount of pain. The pain has not gone away, and now I have dislocation. Very, very abundant, very loud dislocation of something in my knee. Now I just call it my knee in general, that it's a dislocation of my knee, because nobody can tell me exactly what it is until I went to a different physical therapist, which I am very, very excited to continue working with him. There's my dryer. You might not be able to hear that, but to me it's very loud. So let's reverse just a little bit. The doctor did request my MRI with a biased opinion. He said that he wanted the MRI to specifically look at the patella. Because of that, the radiologist didn't really look around the outside too invasively. So your ACL goes right through the center of your knee. So patella and then ACL is right behind it that goes through the center. I don't know what they were looking at in order to assume that I had an ACL, but like I said, I did address it with the doctor. The doctor apologized and said, I don't know what the radiologist was thinking. We've gone over the results and the images in depth, and there is nothing in my knee that even remotely resembles an ACL. So my only assumption is that the radiologist was in a hurry, and he didn't really care much about me as a patient, which is fine. They can do that, but now I have no answers. So my doctor and surgeon have recommended that I go back to physical therapy for about 4 to 6 weeks and see if they can address my pain. If the pain is not taken care of and not fixed, then I guess we're gonna go in for like an exploratory type surgery to see exactly what's going on, do some more invasive testing. I have hopes that the physical therapist can fix it, but I'm not putting all of my bunnies in that basket because we know that my knee has caused me a lot of pain, and like surprise things happen all the time, especially to me for some unknown reason. I don't know why. But we are just going to go back to physical therapy. My best friend recommended her physical therapist, so I drive an hour there, an hour home, and he is very hopeful that he can help me with my pain, and he is actually addressing where my pain is located, not what the doctor requested. The physical therapist is a doctor himself, and he has done a lot of testing on my knee that I've never had done before. He has gone very in depth. So the physical therapist is addressing where the pain is, which is in fact my meniscus and my MCL. I don't know what my surgeon slash doctor are doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. I think they're just grasping at straws. And for over a year, they have refused to listen to me when I tell them where the pain is. So I'm glad that I found somebody who is willing to listen to me and address where the actual pain is coming from. So moving forward, I have purchased a lot of items that I can do my physical therapy at home because it is a little bit different than any physical therapy I've done in the past. So I've purchased a lot of items and I've started working on them here at home, as well as going to his office and seeing him. And we're just going to cross our fingers and hope that this fixes things, because do I want another surgery? No, absolutely not. Am I willing to get one? Yes. I will always try and do what's best for my knee. And if surgery is best, then we'll go that route. But if we can fix it with this new physical therapist, he is very hopeful, like I said, we'll just go that route. I am stupidly going to compete this weekend. Twice, back-to-back days. So I'll keep you guys posted how that goes. So until next time, guys, make sure to tap that subscription button if you haven't already, as well as give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will keep you updated as I know more information. So I will catch you guys next time.